All right. Yo, what is good? What is going on? And of course, welcome back to another video. So today, it's officially day 322 days of no fap and semen retention. What up, though? So, today was just, it was a good day, of course. Every day's a good day because I say it's going to be a good day right from the start, which is a way of preparing myself that no matter what happens, I will endure all obstacles, all challenges, just gracefully and just get through my fucking shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like it was crazy. So, I know I said yesterday I picked up overtime yesterday and today, and so they had me in another easy work area, but just for them to put me in an even easier work area. So, I just took it as a sign, like, all right, God, thank you. You're really looking me out. I ain't got to work no big flights. Like, it was just simple. I worked in an area that's called cargo. So ultimately, um, literally cargo or freight that gets shipped out. We go pick it up, bring it back to the facility for processing. So my first pickup was a dead body. I was like, wow, okay. Or otherwise known as human remains, or we just call it HR. Like, trust me, there's so many acronyms working at the airport, but eventually you catch on. But yeah, man, that was the gist of my day. Now, the more interesting part was what happened at the end of my shift. So I I made my way, of course, to the lobby so I can clock out, hop on the bus. Takes me back to the employee parking lot to hop in my car and leave. So I'm in the lobby, I'm chilling. I turn around, I see these two, women. Of course, they're at the counter. Both of them thick as hell. I was like, damn. All right, all right. So in any case, the one chick, she turned around. She seemed a little annoyed or whatever, but she turned around and then she got on her phone. So I'm just chilling. I'm listening to my Pandora or whatever. Now the thing is, she took a couple steps. Now mind you, like the lobby's huge, and so where she was, it was really far. Okay, but she looked up, she saw your boy, and then she kept walking. So I'm just chilling, acting like I don't notice her walking towards me. So then she comes, literally like steps like in front of me and like crosses to head out towards the door. Mind you, about halfway during her walk, I recognized who the fuck she was. And I was like, nah, that can't be her. And it's she's a social media influencer. I mean, I'm sure you guys follow her, or you might. Shit, I don't know. You may or may not. I think she goes by the name of Mila Dawn. So in any case, I'm looking. I'm like, oh shit, that's really her. I mean, and don't be real, like she's as cute as she looks, in her pictures. Of course, she had like a jacket around her butt because like she stayed taking big booty pictures. But so yeah. So in any case, what I mean, like she, like I said, I noticed when she looked in and she walked, and made sure she like walked directly in front of me because like there was plenty of room. Like I was the only person in that area. So in any case, she heads out. So then I'm trying to time when to clock out on my phone because with the airport, you can't clock out a minute before the time that you're assigned. So literally it's 12:58 and counting. And I'm waiting for the bus to pull up so if I can tell them to stop and just wait for us to clock out first. Cause yeah, with the new bus routes and everything, a lot of these drivers, if they don't see anybody, they'll just drive off. But we're just trying to stay, in the AC. So in any case, Shorty walked out. She went outside to the sidewalk. So then I walked through the first door, and of course there's a second door. So I was in the little atrium area, just kind of chilling. So then she came back in, still on her phone, talking about whatever. She looked up. Now, mind you, she was on the left side door. I'm like by the right side door. She comes and steps a little bit closer, and I'm like, yo, she really wants me to say something. And I was like, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. But you know what I mean? Like it was just nice to know that I was able to get her attention. You feel me? without even trying, like without even like literally twice I had the opportunity, like, and that's something I've learned about women, right? I know a lot of dudes like, yo, women need to shoot their shot, blah blah blah. They're not gonna do that, but what they will do is create the opportunity by making their space available. You know what I mean? Now, of course, for me, I was like, listen, for one, I can't be acting like no groupie. I'm at work, even though I'm leaving. You know, I'm at work, so it is what it is. But pretty much, yeah. When I followed her stories, I believe she's going to Egypt. But yeah, she came from LAX on United, and then is flying with Lufthansa. Well, she said Germany, so I'm assuming that's she's flying into Frankfurt, and then connecting from Frankfurt to Cairo. So, but yeah, man, like it was cool to see her. And then of course on her stories, apparently other employees, not necessarily United employees, because our policies are a little different, but there was an employee who worked at the airport who recognized her, and of course they did like little selfies and shit. And I was like, yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. And it was funny because my homegirl was working at the counter next to old girl, and I told her, and she was just like, wait, like she's Instagram famous? I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, because she was being all mad about the bags and this and that. I was like, yo, chill. I said, listen, everybody goes off about the prices. It is steep, but if the bag's overweight, they overweight. You just gotta, balance it out. But either way, like that was oddly enough the highlight of my day. I mean, aside from the rain being ridiculous out here, like Houston, like it'll rain just a little bit and it floods everywhere. Like Houston just knows how to hold water. Like it is ridiculous. But yeah, man. Like that was pretty much my day. Like I said, just easy going and so chilled at work. Like I could have worked a whole double shift. But of course, with my baby being back in school, like if I do pick up hours, I won't be working late anymore. Like ultimately, I can only pick up while she's in school. So since I'm off Tuesdays and Wednesdays, that's why I picked up 8 o'clock to 1, because that'll still give me plenty of time to go get her, just so that this way the schedule and everything else isn't too crazy for, her mom having to leave work early or whatever like that. But yeah, only thing I got going on right now is I'm cooking some food. Trying to think. Yeah, I'm making Italian sausages. Oh, I gotta season my chicken. Yeah. Cause like yo, ever since I got into cooking, like everything takes like days and days to put together. You know what I mean? Like if I'm thinking about a meal I want to eat, it's like from like 2 days ago. Cause I'm so big on, of course, cleaning the food, right? You gotta clean it first. Then I season it and let the seasoning sit, and then I start putting together the other parts of it little by little. And shit, I gotta get more plantains too, cause yo, that's my only issue with plantains and bananas. Like you'll get them with a specific purpose, but that has to be the most unused fruits ever, because like the shit will just sit there. So now my plantains, like they're yellow now. So now I got sweet plantains instead of green, which I needed for my mango, but it's whatever though. But yeah, man. Again, not a lot going on today, other than seeing that IG chick. Aside from spending time with my little girl and just enjoying our daddy-daughter time, and just enjoying life on NoFap and semen retention, man. Like it's really, really cool. Like just being able to grow, to really focus on my growth. And and I don't know if y'all seen. I mean, I think they squashed it, but there's been like a lot of social media beef between Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit. Oh God, I needed that. I love that. But yeah, like I follow both channels. Like I watch all of their videos, But yeah, all I have to say about it is, as you grow and become more aware of yourself, it becomes easier to recognize behaviors in others, right? Because like I said, you'll identify your shortcomings, or you'll identify just certain things and what you've grown from and out of. again, you'll begin to recognize that in other people, and just, I seeing Fresh and Fit's response to the situation, I was like, damn, they're super emotional. Like that is like the perfect example of what I was talking about before, about having such a grip on yourself that you're able to speak to things without speaking to them from such an emotional, out of control standpoint. Like you'll learn to stand up for yourself without the emotional part that incites having to. You'll get better at okay. This is what I want to say. You'll get better at making your point and getting your point across without feeling the need to enact a sense of revenge by trying to further humiliate or embarrass someone. Because initially when you become emotional about something, it's because you're upset. Something they did upsets you. You feel hurt. You might feel betrayed or let down or whatever it is. But then when you act out of that emotion, you want to incite that same emotion in them. And that's when you look weak. Like that. That's when you are looking, like less of a man. Whereas as a man, yeah, you get better at standing up for yourself and getting your point across, and more so standing in your frame, because you're not so emotional. You're not saying what you're saying to hurt their feelings. You're simply speaking your truth. If it hurts their feelings, so what? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if someone's feelings are hurt, but the intention isn't to hurt them. The emotional part is when you act in a way knowing, no, yeah, I'm going to say this and this and this because I want to try to hurt you, which is really what Fresh and Fit did, because they took it to a level it didn't have to go, as far as talking about the man's wife and his country. Like, they didn't have to take it that far, but that's when you're speaking from an emotional standpoint. Again, your motive becomes to be your motive then begins to develop to a point to where you just want to hurt the other person and make them feel how you felt. Whereas when you're more in your masculine frame, you acknowledge what they did or whatever it did that it did hurt, but you're going to get your point across. And if you hurt them, you understand that is simply and 100% on them. You see what I'm saying? Like literally, you no longer associate your actions with someone else's feelings like that. Like that's not how this works. Like, there's so much that I've accepted, and I'm just like, yo, that's just who they are. That's just how they operate. I have nothing to do with that. I stood up to my code of conduct. I stood up for my own morals, my own values. That's what matters. The respect I have for self. And yes, I give respect as well, but again, we don't hold ourselves responsible for how other people feel, act, and behave. We identify that, listen, I came into this situation 100% genuine. I am authentically living as myself. That moment, as I said it, that's what that meant for me. And I feel good. I got my point across, or at least I articulated my point to my liking. I didn't withhold anything. I didn't betray myself in that moment of speaking my truth. Now, based on how you reacted, that's on you. You reacted in a way that because you tried to interpret what I was saying differently, and I know that I couldn't have been any clearer in that moment than what I was. You're just choosing not to listen or be accountable for it. But again, that's completely on you, not me. And that's such a beautiful space to be in, man. Oh, I love it. I just fucking love it. Like, I love having that. I really do. Like, I love having that. It's like, damn, like, all this time I felt like I didn't have control, or I was always looking for the right people to be in my life to make me feel better about me, because it's like I've always felt like I need to have the right people around me so that they can create the right space for me to feel comfortable with living like this. Not realizing I just need to choose to live like this, practice living like this, and whoever's meant to be in my life will be in my life. But I don't need anybody else to create shit for me. That's for me to do for myself. And the universe will respond accordingly. All right? So, yeah, man. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for today because I definitely got to check on my food. But as always, guys, we definitely show gratitude to the universe and to God because we are grateful for the life that we have so we can manifest the life that we want and deserve. All right, guys. So as always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we will do it again tomorrow for sure. All right. Peace.